Hey, what up guys? Nightmare here. Today I'm bringing you another Division 2 video. I wouldn't necessarily call this a build video. There is a build included with it, but this is more featuring and reviewing the new exotic from the raid, the Ravenous. This is the exotic you get out of the box after acquiring 5 keys and having the RNG gods on your side. 10% chance from what I hear. But yeah, I just want to go over a little bit about it, just a little review / build. Right out the rip, I mean, this gun absolutely destroys all content. Like, it doesn't matter what faction, what difficulty, this would be great in Legendary, you already know it. This is a great gun in the raid. I don't have any raid footage yet. I haven't played the raid since I've gotten this gun. I did just get it, not too long ago. It's been a few days. But yeah, I mean, I've been running, heroic invaded missions, heroic everything, and this gun just destroys. As you can see, the heavies stand no chance. The dogs, they stand less of a chance. The NPCs have like 0 chance. I mean, it is insane. The talent on it is amazing. We're going to go over that when the build does show up, but I mean, you can see here, like, it's very, very unique. I'm really glad they came up with something like this. I'm very shocked it was a rifle. I know the last one was an AR. I was thinking like maybe it would be like an LMG, but I was just really happy when I heard it was a rifle. Rifles didn't get much love back in the previous patches until Warlords came out, and then rifles were, huge. Like, obviously the M1A and so on, that's where the power was. And this I would choose over every rifle in my inventory, and I have, all of the best ones. This is amazing. I definitely would rate it, one of the top exotics, if not the top exotic, and this is my opinion. Okay, I do love the Eagle Bearer, but this is something completely different. This is something, it adds a lot of like different types of gameplay, if you would call it. A lot of survivability, but on top of that, the build diversity that is included just by the talent on this gun alone. Like, the build options there are just so many out there, and I'm so excited to start putting some of those together to bring to you guys. In today's video, I do have a build set up for it, kind of like when you first get the gun type of build, something that is, very successful, clear any content. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for the last couple videos. They've done great. You guys are awesome. I hit my 150. Let's go up to 200 subs, guys. Let's give it a month. Please like and subscribe. Let's jump into the build. Alright guys, let's jump into this. For this build that I have on, I have chosen Gunner. Main reason is the 10% armor on kill. There are other good things that go along with Gunner. I'm sure you all know them, but that is the main reason I have chosen this, for the little bit of extra survivability. This build that I have on, you can choose any specialization you want. They're all going to benefit you in one way or another, and they won't really change that build in any way, like where it's gonna make it, way worse or way better. So it's really up to you. They all offer something to the table, and definitely just whatever one you want to run, I would go with that. So I don't say that a lot, but for this, like I said, really simple build, and I just chose Gunner. Just killing enemies, getting armor. That's good enough for me. So, the Ravenous. This is the raid exclusive new exotic that you get out of the box. And by opening the box, you need 5 keys, just like the Eagle Bear. So, It has, from what I believe, from what I hear, I might not be right, but it's a 10% chance every time you open the box. I got mine around, I would say, the 8th time opening the box. I've seen people get it the first time. One of my clanmates, he has like 70 completions by the time he got it. So, it's RNG at the end of the day. But yeah. Predatory Optics, 5% critical hit chance for that scope. You get 10% stability for your underbarrel. You get 5 critical hit damage for your muzzle. And your magazines will give you 10% reload speed. My total damage on my Ravenous right now is 270k. But it fires 2 bullets at once, so times that by 2, and that will be your damage you are actually dealing per shot. So this is definitely a competitor with your M1A and your, 1886 and your top rifles. I would honestly choose this over any of those because this gun is endless with the builds you can make for it, and the talent is amazing. You're firing RPM 240, and your max size is 60, but when you reload, you can actually, fit 62 in there. So that is good. And it comes with damage to target out of cover, which is amazing. That is multiplicative, and it matches up very well with Fox's Prayers, because Fox's Prayers gives you 10% rifle damage and damage to target out of cover. So you'll be sitting at 18% damage to target out of cover like I am. So this gun has a very, very unique talent called Jerry and Fricke, or Fricky, or call it what you want, alright? I'm pretty sure it's pronounced how I said it. But on trigger pull, fire both barrels at once. When fired from the right shoulder, hits add offensive primers and defensive primers when fired from the left shoulder. Hits from one shoulder will detonate all the opposite shoulder's primers when present. When detonated, each offensive primer deals 100% weapon damage, while each defensive primer grants plus 4% bonus armor and plus 10% amplified damage to armor plates for 5 seconds. Primer effectiveness is doubled at 10 stacks. Let's go over this really quick. So this is a very unique talent, and with that comes like some complexity, or I don't know if that's the word, but yeah, so they've worded it in a way so primary effectiveness is doubled at 10 stacks. So it takes 10 bullets to get a max primer. A max primer is 5 primers. So each hit landing 2 bullets. So say you can miss a bullet, guys. So, make sure you're accurate. It's pretty hard to miss a bullet. I will say that though. So each hit, saying that it's 2 bullets, is going to add 1 primer. So it's going to take 10 bullets, 5 trigger pulls though, to get max primers. And then you'll detonate it by swapping shoulders. By swapping shoulders, all you have to do is tap down on your left analog stick. I'm sure that goes for PlayStation as well. I play on Xbox, PC. I'm sure you guys know how to do that. I don't know how to do that on PC. I don't play on PC. I wish I did though. But I love Xbox too. But just saying, I want to get more headshots. My aim sucks. It's not that bad really. But anyways, guys, this gun deals weapon damage. Alright, it doesn't. Explosive damage does not buff this gun one bit. China Light, 2-piece Grupo, Demolitionist is not going to help this gun's damage at all for the offensive primer detonation. It won't. I've tried it. A lot of people on Reddit and just what I hear in the community, they think this gun works on explosive damage. Obviously, they haven't taken it to the freaking shooting range and actually tested it out before putting shit out there. But, it is what it is. I've done a lot of testing on this gun. It is straight up based on your weapon damage. More weapon damage you have, the bigger your explosion, or not bigger, the more damage your explosion will be. So I'm running 5 reds and 1 blue. I'm at like 84% weapon damage. I've gotten mine up to about like 8.5 million. So you can obviously get it higher than what I have it because I'm not running straight reds. But yeah. So by doubled, so if it doubles at 10 stacks at full primers, you'll be dealing 1,000% weapon damage. And then you'll be getting 40% bonus armor if each primer grants you +4. So that would turn into +8. 8 times 5 is 40. And then correct me if I'm wrong, but if each primer is going to give you 10% amplified damage, that would be actually 50% amplified damage to armor plates for 5 seconds. I can't confirm if that's right or wrong, because in the shooting range, you will not see that buff at all. When you're detonating your defensive primers, your numbers do not go up one bit, so you can't see any amplified damage. But when you're out in the battlefield, you will definitely notice you are shredding through armor like nothing. So I do believe that talent is working just fine. I just, for some reason, I don't see the numbers going up, or they just don't have it in the shooting range. I don't know. Some sort of bug where I just don't see the numbers. I need to slow down some footage of me actually fighting enemies, like, and actually see that, if the numbers are going up. But it definitely feels like they are. Like, you shred with this gun, and the explosions are no joke either. Sorry for the long babbling on, but it's a very unique talent, and I just want to just clear some things up and just make sure you guys understand this. So, like I said, you'll start off on the right shoulder. You don't have to. If you want to start off firing defensive first, just before you shoot, just hit that, left analog stick or whatever it is on PC, and then you can start with defensive primers, like I do, like with heavies or with those dogs, like, so I can get some bonus armor, so when they hit me, they don't actually take down my armor, and then I hit them with the offensive. It's all based on playstyle and what you think is best, and I have come up with a system that I think works really well, which we'll go over and have gone over in the gameplay. But that is the Ravenous, guys. It is an amazing gun. It's definitely worth getting a group together and running that raid and trying to get this gun. It is definitely worth it. Like, I'm so glad I got it. The builds are endless with this thing. I mean, you could be a tank and run this. You could be all sorts of things and run this build. I'll have a lot more builds coming up with this gun. I mean, there's so many things to do with it, but when you first get this gun, if you want a really simple build, I've come up with one, and it's very successful. It clears any content, like as you can see in the footage, and it works great with the gun. And it's, like I said, very simple to put together. Let's go through it super quick. I am running the cold relations. It's the named, what is it, the PP something, I don't know. Forgot the name of it. I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, it has perfect strained on it. You gain, instead of 5 stacks, you'll gain up to 8 stacks, and that will be giving you up to 80% critical hit damage on top of the crit damage you already have, which is freaking insane. And you hit those 8 stacks with like 3 bullets left in the mag, so you're dealing some major damage, like right when you finish that magazine. Like, that enemy should be dead. I'm running a 3-piece Providence for 15 headshot, 10 crit chance, and 15 critical hit damage. And I'm running crit chance and crit damage with the crit chance mod. My vest, I am running, I do have weapon handling and headshot damage. I would rather change the weapon handling for critical hit damage, because I already have a piece of weapon handling right there. I do suggest to put one piece of weapon handling on this build or any build, just because of the power that comes with it. They buffed weapon handling, as you know, in what was it, TU10, and it's very strong now. It helps with reload speed, accuracy, stability, weapon swap, so definitely worth to stack and do it at least one time. And Unbreakable. A lot of people might say to run Intimidate, but honestly, guys, you're not going to always be that close to the enemy. You're running a rifle build. You can't You cannot use a shield with this build, or with this gun, sorry. You can use a shield with this gun, but you cannot switch shoulders, so you don't benefit from the talent. So, or fully from the talent, I should say. Well, no, because you're not on the left shoulder. Sorry, I'm speaking in my mind. Because if you do kill an enemy, while all their defensive stacks are on and you didn't switch shoulders, you'll still gain bonus armor. But like I said, the game automatically puts you on the right shoulder, so you wouldn't be getting bonus armor even with the shield, if I am correct. So, I am using Unbreakable. It's a very good talent for survivability. It goes really good with this build. You really don't need any extra damage buff. Like this Ravenous does insane damage, and Unbreakable is perfect. It gives you just more survivability on top of this build. I'm running a one-piece Cheska for 10% crit chance. I have headshot damage on there. That's alright. To stack a little into headshot as long as your crit chance is pretty much at 60. And why I say that is because I think the more you crit and like the more damage you're putting into your primers, the bigger your explosion will be. I'm running the Providence Backpack, crit chance, crit damage mod with Vigilance. Vigilance goes good with any gun. It's probably like the best backpack talent in the game, and that's what I have chose to run with this build, and it works wonders. I'm doing a one-piece group with Sombro for 15% crit hit damage. Yes, I'm not running contractor gloves. I would honestly rather have more crit damage in this case because I'm already dealing damage to armor with the Ravenous. And then a must-have, best in slot all the time, and especially for this gun, is the Fox's Prayers for two reasons. They give you that 10% rifle damage that adds to your Ravenous, and then they give you that 8% multiplicative damage to target out of cover, which is going to stack on top of your target out of cover on your Ravenous. And you can see I have, max, which is 10. So if you have max like me, you're looking at 18% multiplicative damage to targets out of cover, which is like pretty much everyone. I have weapon handling on here. Like I said, I would rather have crit damage. I do want one piece of weapon handling, but not two. I am running one blue, guys, so that puts me at 913,000 armor, which is great. I really want to run two blues. I just haven't found the pieces yet, but I think two blues would be the way to go. And you would switch out your Cheska for a Walker and Harris and just add another crit chance mod or two to your, backpack, mask, or vest. And that way that Walker and Harris will boost your weapon damage 5%. I know it's not much, but for running another blue, it just helps your damage out a little more and your survivability goes up a lot more. Fixer Drone and Reviver Hive, and we'll look at the Ravenous stats. You got 58.6 crit chance, 164 critical hit damage, 114.5 headshot damage. This is from my weapon handling. I'm not going to read it, but you can see, you can see, what it does. It definitely does help. 84.2 all weapon damage bonus and 37 rifle damage bonus. I'm also getting 91,000 armor on kill from Gunner. So definitely good specialization to run. But like I said, you can run any. Let's jump into some more footage, guys, and talk about this a little bit more. So yeah, guys, that is the Ravenous. It's a freaking amazing gun. Sorry for the length of the video. I know it's 20 minutes. I like to keep mine around 10, but it's a review / build, and it ended up being 20. I'll keep them shorter in the future. But hey, guys, definitely go for this gun. Don't listen to the negativity about, oh, it's going to get nerfed, or this and that, or I can't find a group. If you're on Xbox, hit me up. If you're not, just look for groups. There's great players out there. Try to join some clans. Definitely get the gun. You'll be so happy when you do. Thanks for all the support, guys. You're so awesome. My videos have been doing great. Road to 200 subs. Let's get it in a month. Thank you all. Have a nice day.